Welcome to another edition of Insurance Questions Podcast number 79. As Don says, it's our motivational Monday. But as me and Sari said,
Sari, are
Sari.
you okay?
Sari, let me tell you what.
Do we need
Me
to
and
get you a Pop Tart?
Sassy Sarah said it's maybe podcast number 6666666.
No.
Hey, Donnie, why am I wearing this shirt? Why am I so excited?
Welcome to Bandits. They won their second consecutive national championship.
And you know what that means, Don?
It means you're going to get your championship ring out, right?
I'm gonna have to get another one of these bad boys. Look at
That's
that.
right.
It's notches, isn't it? What's really
Explain
cool
what that
about
is.
this, though, is that it's pretty. It
is
has
pretty.
last year the 5 championships. Now it's going to be 6 in 24. It shows the score of the championship game, and what I think is the coolest of all, it actually shows. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not, but it shows you how many people were actually at the game. They must have had standing room only for that game, Don, because they said it was like 19,100. I didn't even think the arena held that much.
Yeah, I know. It was
had
right
to-
around like
had to have
18. I thought it was like 18,900 some odd
Yeah.
or something, but it was jam packed.
Because I remember back at the Odd, the Sabres would have standing room only, like up
Yeah.
top where Paul Whelan would be and all that stuff. Well, that's
Yeah.
showing my age. Yes. You know.
Going way back.
So I make a $5 bet with Sassy Sarah that tomorrow's show is gonna get more hits than any show we've ever done before. It's gonna go viral.
Ooh. And why do you
Yeah.
say that?
Because
This
of what he
little
named it.
preview. It's gonna be child labor tips with Sassy Sarah. Yeah, that's right. Put your kids to work. Just go see Sarah. She'll show you how to do it.
That's
Heck
right.
yeah.
Legally.
Freaking slacking kids.
You seem very bright on your what light are you using right now, Sarah?
I don't know.
What shade? You're very,
The-
very super white today.
The beige one.
It is, and you're that white still?
I don't go out in the sun. You don't
Maybe-
have to call me
maybe
out
you
like that,
should.
sir. I went out this weekend and it was so humid. I'm like,
Vitamin D is your friend, Sassy
Mhm.
Sarah.
whatever.
That's right.
So everybody in
So-
Buffalo in the Northeast has vitamin D deficiency because he ain't outside.
Well, and it doesn't help. I actually used a foundation that matches my skin tone. My other one is usually the one I wear in the summer, which is a little darker, which turned me like,
We're in Texas.
minute.
It's
Like-
always the summer. What are you talking
When you talk about foundations, I'm thinking about like Financial Protection Foundation.
oh yeah,
Right?
no, that would be fantastic. This is the boring makeup stuff that I've never really been into.
Hey, what is the name for people that do TikToks besides us? By the way, whoa, hang on a second. All the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo, Sassy Sarah, and Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. Okay, now you can say what you want.
didn't hear the
Make sure
question.
you
You
say your
sidetracked me.
thing too,
What?
Sarah. You gotta say your thing too.
TikTokers.
Like, subscribe, send the fan mail, call Eddie Buffalo, let us know what kind of merchandise you want, because we can open up a shop. We're working on that. Do all the things with the things.
I mean, Donnie, is it technically a term? TikTokers? Y'all
think-
TikTokers?
I think so.
Are y'all people that fix them clocks?
Fix the clocks, the TikToker.
I don't-
I was
I
against
guess
TikTok. I really
that
was.
was-
I ain't doing that.
That was so sad and pathetic, Eddie. Come on. You
What?
got better ones.
That I'm old?
No, I mean better dad jokes. You got to make better ones.
Hey, you can't hit a home run all the time. Let me tell you what.
Uh-huh.
Alright. So, okay, what do you want to talk about on your maybe podcast? This was your idea, Sarah. What do you got for us?
It was not a
It was all Sarah's idea.
yes, it's
No.
always my idea. All the good ideas are my ideas. All the bad ones are Eddie's.
Sometimes.
And I'm doing it this way
sometimes,
because he's
sometimes.
that way towards the screen on me. Yeah. If he's over there, if he's up there, if he's down
Well, it's
there.
better than the finger you usually give me.
I mean, I am not that mean, sir. I
Oh my
don't
gosh.
yell at you.
I get
just-
hollered at pretty much 99% of the time after every show.
Just because I'm loud does not mean I'm hollering.
Why don't you holler at me now for future episodes?
I'm
And
not
just get it out of the
hollering.
way.
I'm just loud when I get excited or angry or I
And
mean, if the
my
wind
kids are
blows,
listening
I mean,
to that because they always say that I'm loud. That is definitely my sister because I think she might even be a tiny bit louder than me. Poor Donnie, you
fun-
have no voice here.
well,
I
what's
know.
funny is when I'm talking to him on my car, for some reason I talk louder. My kids are like usually like this, and I'm like, oh, I'm too loud because the microphone is not near me, and so I think I have to talk louder for people to hear
You
me.
don't.
And
You don't because
I don't.
Number
I'm
one,
loud enough.
I usually have to turn my volume down really low or hold it like this.
I
Just
think
think I
that's
have
natural
hearing
though. When you're in the
problems.
car driving, people tend to talk louder because there's road noise and all that.
Right,
So
but-
they think that you can't hear them.
Yeah. So
Oh,
because I'm
and
already
another
loud,
thing.
that's not needed.
And another thing, I mean, my kids are in Buffalo, most of them, but I swear to God, every time me and Sarah get on the phone, she's got to talk to one of those other kids.
You do
Right?
whatever. You go to
Am
the
I making
store
that
and
up, Sarah?
You start going to the store and having conversations with everybody. Hey, how are you doing today? Hey,
I
what's
know.
up? Oh, hey, did you see
Um,
that? You do the same thing,
The statement
sir.
by Sassy Sarah is wrong because I'm super duper shy.
Oh, is that what we're calling it? Oh, so today's backwards Monday.
You gonna put your shirt on backwards?
No, I'm talking about everything that you say is backwards because there is no way you're shy.
Opposite day. So instead of Freaky Friday,
Opposite.
it's Manic Monday. With
I mean,
Sassy Sarah.
You are kind of
Imagine if me and you did Freaky Friday. That I was you for a day and you were me for a day. Psh,
The world's
I-
not ready for that.
no,
No.
that's a
Mm-mm.
scary movie. And what would that movie be rated? PG, PG-13, R,
Just
or
because
G?
it's you, it has to be rated R.
Well, you could have said X, and I was waiting on that. They even
No.
have that anymore? No, that NC-17. So you're
Oh,
not
is
17
that R?
yet, Sarah, so you can't see it.
Oh, don't. You know, you can call me older than I am and I won't get insulted. You call me younger, I'm going to be insulted to that. I am not 17.
Yes,
I have worked
ma'am.
my butt off to be where I'm at right now. No. You know how some women are happy when they get carded? I'm like, why are you carding me? I'm nowhere near 21. And now I
Then
got to
she
go through the extra
slaps the
effort to
clerk.
get the, oh my God. I thought, yeah, I used to hate that. You know, I'm over 25. Why are you carding me? That's an insult.
Everybody
Yeah,
got
do
it,
that.
man.
I'm backwards. I'm not your normal woman.
You know, it's crazy to me. Like a lot of these towns in Texas, just until recently, they were dry counties, Don.
Really?
Because I mean, I've been a Knight of Columbus. It's going to be 39 years here in September. And that was like one of the few places you could go to in Greenville, here in like a VHW post. And they would be packed all the time because those were the only places you could get liquor.
That is wild.
Now, Sarah, in Dallas, are all the counties dry on Sundays?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Sundays you can't buy
What about
anything.
tailgating?
So you can have it, you just can't sell it. So everybody usually goes to the beer store, the alcohol store on Saturday and purchase everything that they want for the next day. So if you have a party, get it.
And
the
I'll
day
tell you,
before.
Don, you've never been to Texas, have you?
I was in Houston a while back. Couple
So
times.
did you ever go into a liquor store when you were in Houston?
No.
So I don't want to give them a free commercial, but the one that I go to when I do go, it's named like a nickname of these glasses. It's got a rabbit.
Oh,
Sarah
stop
knows
it.
what I'm
If you don't want
talking
to give
about.
them a free commercial, why are you giving all these hints of
So
what-
you walk into these places, Don. If you wanted to, you'd be hammered by the time you got out. Because you
With
know how
samples?
oh my God, yeah. Yeah, like the smaller ones aren't as bad. They got like 2 or 3 samples. But you go to like one of those big ones that look like a BJ's, like a big warehouse,
Oh yeah.
and it's like, oh my God, you could get sloshed from all the
I don't know where
samples.
I don't know where you're going. The ones I've ever gone into have never given free samples, although they do
You
have
call me a
drive-throughs.
liar?
Yes,
They're called
Tell me a lie.
tastings.
tastings. Yes.
Tastings.
And
I
Now-
don't know. I don't go often, so I just know the ones that I've ever always gone into don't have samples.
And what
Now,
kills me?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Suppose you go to a Dallas Stars hockey game on a Sunday or a Dallas Cowboys football game on a Sunday. Can you not purchase a glass of beer at the stadium
I have no
or the
idea.
arena?
I think you can. I don't think it's you can't have, like, you can go to a restaurant and order it too. It's
Oh.
just you can't sell it at a liquor store.
See, a different kind of question came up. I think it's Atlanta Stadium that's sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Mm.
You can't get Chick-fil-A on Sundays, and they do not have it at that stadium on Sundays, which really makes no sense to me whatsoever. So I remember in the 70s when I was a kid, like, remember your mom would get Avon done, and it'd be like all these
Mhm.
weird decanters, like the men's cologne, the ladies' cologne. Well, you go into this place and they have liquor in the shape of guns, the decanters. And I'm not talking 6 shooters, I'm talking rifles.
Are you
It's like, first
serious?
time I saw it, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Hold on, because
Wow.
I Googled it because I always have to know the answer. So alcohol service can begin at 10 a.m. on Sunday during live events at sport venues, festivals, fairs, and concerts.
Ah,
That's smart.
Whether food is served or not. And then let's see. The rule is wine stores with beer licenses cannot sell wine that has more than 17% alcohol by volume after 10 p.m. any day of the week or at all on Sundays. So I think that's the rule, 17%. So most alcohol.
Well, the only way I will go to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium is if the Buffalo Bills are playing there. I have no interest in going otherwise. Last year, one of my daughters went with me to a Dallas Stars game, and I'll tell you, Don, that stadium was beautiful.
oh, it's really.
I think it's what's it called? Is it American Airlines, United Airlines? One of the airlines sponsorship of
I
the
think
building.
United is in Chicago. I think.
Yeah,
Maybe it is. Maybe it is American.
I think it is American. And what's cool about the building, Don, is they took an old train station and made it into the stadium.
Wow.
It kind of reminded me, I don't know if you've seen any hockey games in Toronto. Like
No, but
on
I've been
the
near there.
first floor in Toronto, they got like Timmy Ho's, they have like breweries all over the place. So they have that here at their stadium. But what's really cool, last year we all got our tickets to the Buffalo Bills backers at the Hideaway. Hey guys, woo, horns up, baby. No, that's UB Bulls. Never mind.
That's UB.
And what's cool is that in between the breweries, they have all these private rooms with bars in them for your group.
Oh, that is neat.
It was so cool, you know.
Yeah.
And the sight lines, there's really not a bad seat in the place. I think I
Oh,
was
that's
only like 16 rows up and I could see everything, you know.
Oh, cool.
And the Sabres lost.
Expensive. Expensive in
You know,
Toronto.
comparative, not really. I mean, you go
No?
to a Sabres game, what's it, $20 a beer?
Oh,
You
No,
know,
I don't think it's
18 to
that much.
20. Oh yeah, it is.
is it that much?
Unless you know a guy. Hey Bobby, what's up, buddy?
So you know a guy.
So I'll never forget me and my buddy Nick, we still split season tickets to your Buffalo Bandits. And being from South Buffalo, everybody knows everybody. So I'd go up there and I would get a decent price on my beverages. And then Nick and his Kentucky draw, Ed, I'll get his guy drinks this time. And he took a while and he comes back and goes, I paid full price for these drinks. I said, because you ain't from South Buffalo, my friend.
But
See, I don't get that discount either because I'm from North Buffalo.
so I don't think I can ever live back in Buffalo, New York again because the 2 years that I've lived here pretty much full time, the Bandits have won world championships.
Ah, see that?
So I don't want to jinx them by going back and living in Buffalo, you know? Because
So-
How come
Sarah
the
would
Bills
be
and the
really
Sabres haven't
sad
won?
if I
Hold on,
left.
hold on. So the non-sports people, how about we talk about something else?
Okay, this is
Well,
your
we talked
show,
about
girl.
sports. We talked about alcohol.
So we, in a nice
Dating.
way, we call it a maybe podcast. And I'm gonna swear because it's the internet. I don't really care. Freaking so you're like, hey, we're gonna do that bullshit podcast today.
I did not say that, you
You
weirdo.
did too, you liar. And I said, as long as you do sports tips. And she's like, tips? What do you mean tips?
I used to watch sports when I was a kid growing up. I did not keep up with them. The only thing I like to watch is like MMA fighting or boxing or hockey. I like football. I like the contact sports, but I don't pay attention enough to actually care for a specific team or person.
So are you not rooting for the Dallas Stars in the playoffs?
No.
Do you
Who are
know
you
that they
talking
are
to?
in the playoffs?
Who are you talking
I
to?
do know that they're in the playoffs. My husband is
Never.
watching them.
Never. Brett Hull is a cheater. That was no goal. Not that I
Again,
hold a grudge or
Again, I
anything.
don't follow it. Like if I'll go to a sporting event, if it's on the TV where I'm located, it's usually somebody else put it on. I don't go search for this stuff.
Now,
So-
has Aiden and your daughter played sports? I'm
My
asking for a
daughter has
reason.
played softball, but she's one of those, if she's in the mood for it, she can play great. And it's 50-50 whether she's in the mood for it or not. My
See, that wasn't
son,
where I was going with it. Go ahead.
my son plays hockey and he plays football. Is what
Does he
he's,
play ice hockey?
he was when he was younger. He doesn't like to ice skate.
Oh.
I was trying to force him into hockey because I'm like, come
How
on.
How in God's name do they play softball in this heat?
They just deal with it.
They do it in the morning, they do it at night, or they do it right in the smack dab in the
same-
middle of the day.
They do the same thing as with all the other sports. It's after school for practice, Saturday games. I mean, it is what it is. When you live down here, you just deal with it.
Like I was so excited. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I came home and they were power washing the deck around their pool. I'm like, oh, excellent! It looks like it's gonna be open, and even the one there's like 3 gates around the pool, and the friggin' lock was the same color as the gate, so I didn't see it. I figured, oh, cool, it's open. I just want to be able to hang out by the pool, chill out. Hey, you know, or I'll just sit there with a book and not talk to anybody because I'm a super quiet guy. Sarah,
You're an extreme introvert.
yes.
Very.
It's me.
Mhm.
That's me. Let me tell you what. So what'd you do this weekend, Don?
Family time, played some tennis. It was beautiful
Pickleball,
weather. Beautiful weather.
pickleball,
No
pickleball.
pickleball. No
Well,
pickleball.
Does it make a difference weather-wise when you're polishing your gold bars? I mean, is it better to do it in the summer, the spring, the fall, or the winter?
Well, if it's too sunny out, the gleam, the glare in your eyes is
Oh,
just
do
too
you have
much
to
to
wear
handle.
special sunglasses, almost like the welder's mask, like you used for when you had the eclipse? That makes
Um,
that makes
for the
sense.
gold, not too much. The silver bars, I would say a little bit more. Yes.
And then I know you had a pretty busy weekend there, sis. Oh, you
I
got
didn't
to
do
go.
much.
You got to go visit the Popo.
Oh, yeah, there was an issue.
There's some stuff going down, and Mama Bear had to take care of. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, just some kids joyriding and shooting Nerf guns at people. My son was hit. So fun times.
Really?
Yeah.
So she took that kid right out. He's dead. He's dead
Oh,
already.
I thought about it, but I'm like, I
He
explained this to
did.
my I explained this to my son. So I could go retaliate and be an idiot and make a big scene, but the problem is if I step over the line, I'm then in trouble. I have to do court cases. I have to do all this extra crap that I just don't want to do. It's a waste of my time, and my time is much more valuable. So all we did was make a report to the police. And they reached out to the parents. Cause my thing is I'm also not gonna go up to kids. Like I question them, but I'm not gonna go up to them and say, hey, I want your contact information because I'm a stranger. That's just really weird. And I even
Creepy.
told
You're
them that.
creepy.
I'm like, I'm only contacting you because I don't know who they are. And I don't want to sit there and ask for their personal information because I'm a stranger. I don't want to teach them that. That's weird and creepy. And
That's true.
no.
Now, Donnie,
true.
take that conversation she just gave us and up the decibel level to like 50.
Oh, whatever. I was not that bad.
So if you did have to go to court, could your business pay for your court, the legal fees? And then use
Ooh,
that
it's
as
a
write-off?
business question. Like
Only
it.
if it's
Nice segue.
business, only if it's business related. So if you're being sued by a client or you're suing a client for non-payment of invoice, or they committing fraud stating to their financial institution that they did not get services when they did, yes, your business can pay for the legal expenses.
So if you go up to
wait
a
a
kid and
second.
beat
If
him
you
up, you
sold
can't use that.
insurance and you said to the kid before you started talking to him, do you have life insurance and your parents got life insurance on you? Because you gonna need it. So would that be considered a business expense?
If you go to jail because you just threatened a kid,
Oh, selling insurance.
no.
Door knocks, Don. Door knocks. Remember today?
That's
Hey,
right.
hey, I'm Eddie Buffalo selling
No,
some of that
I
insurance.
say that's
Y'all
some
want some?
dicey stuff. Don't go talking to strange kids, Eddie. Like, just leave the kids alone.
So I'll never forget. And it's funny, we'll talk to people now that are new in our profession. Again, I went to somebody's house, they're like, you went to their house? And I say, yeah, I mean, most of our deals before COVID were at like a kitchen table, coffee table, dining room table, whatever. And I'll never ever forget. I went to this one person's house and they were non-smokers. Well, he was a non-smoker and the wife most certainly was not. I think I got a lot of secondary smoke just being there, And you try to be pleasant. Like, Eddie, do you want some coffee? Oh, yeah, I'll take some coffee. I go, you got any cream or sugar? Oh, sure, honey, I'll be right back. And I swear to God, if I'm lying, I'm dying. I went to take a spoonful of sugar out, and it was like, it was hard as a rock. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm drinking black.
You pour the cream in and it's curdling.
Oh, they didn't have no creamer. I don't even know what that. It would probably been chunky. Chunky creamer. Y'all got any of that chunky creamer? That's the good stuff.
It's so interesting though, because we're so many years away from the COVID protocols that you kind of forget that, yeah, we used to do that a lot, going
Mhm.
to people's homes, right? Now it's almost like never. You either have them come to the office or you meet at the coffee shop or whatever,
Or
it's
you can buy on eviagency.com.
directly.
Wow,
Yeah,
she's
yeah, you're
getting good,
supposed
isn't
to
she?
get
She's worse than
I
I
know.
am. She's worse than I am. But it's really funny how the world's changed. And like I said a couple weeks ago, I was talking about I was at a meeting and there was a gentleman there trying to sell insurance to our group, and he was saying how, now that COVID is over, I'm like, it is so not over. There's people still getting COVID. So to
Yeah,
make
with one of the
that statement
variants.
is just, I think it's ignorant, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's because I know this because I hear my ex talking about, they still get COVID patients. So it has not gone away. You know what I mean? So
You don't hear about it though. You really
no,
don't.
you gotta almost wonder, Don, if that's gonna be a vaccine like every year you get your flu shot and a COVID. I wonder if that's ever gonna happen.
Oh, that's.
I
gonna
think they're
happen.
trying to
They're
do
already
that.
doing it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, not a road that we need to go down because of,
Let's talk about
very
politics and
strong.
Jesus. Well, religion and politics is always good to talk about, right?
Yes,
No,
not
never.
online though.
Never. Let's talk about inappropriate comments because I'm pretty offended when I hear some of the stuff coming out of Sassy Sarah's mouth on our podcast.
So I do have to apologize to all nice folks out there for her talking like that.
Yeah, I'm horribly inoffensive.
What? What did you say?
Yeah,
She said, "Bless your heart, Eddie."
I said it wrong for a reason. Bless your heart. Exactly.
All right. Well, is that enough nonsense for today? Are we done?
I think that's enough nonsense.
I think that's
I
more
gotta
than
get back
enough.
to work. That's the only thing. If
I
I
know.
could sit
So,
here
like
and
we
talk to y'all
always
for like
say,
4 or 5 hours, that
would
would
you
be great.
hush up so I can finish this show, woman?
No, because that's how you make
Shut-
everybody else feel.
Oh, I can mute you though. I can mute you though. So, like we always end our shows. If you like working with people just like you, don't work with us. No, if you like working with people like you, we're the folks to talk to. You can reach all three of us at www.ebiagency.com. You'll be able to get to McCutcheon Advisory through our partner tab. And good number to call us is 716-306-2222. Read it, Don.
716-306-2020.
He's good. He's almost like he's Johnny Carson or something. Let me tell you what. Because I know since we started being TikTokers, my phone blew up Friday night. So I expect to see it. And most people are asking for stickers and t-shirts, and we're working on that. Let me know if what do you guys think about tumblers, because we're thinking about like doing something like a big size for your coffee or for your beverages, whatever you put in there, none of my business. And Donnie is our merch supplier. So everybody ask for Donnie Lowe. Maybe he'll get off his butt and do it a little bit quicker than me and Sarah would like. Yeah. I'm talking about you, Donnie Lowe. All
I'm
right.
waiting for what you want. I sent some ideas.
Hey, you want to be replaced by Maddie Burke? It'll happen. It'll happen, buddy. Let me tell you that. I'll pay the extra shipping to get it here to Texas. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us for episode 79. We're gonna have some commercials. We're trying to do things a little bit different. We're gonna have some commercials promoting tomorrow's show, hopefully this afternoon or early evening, and that's what we're gonna start to kind of do from now on. We are gonna be doing live remotes also. Everybody seemed to really like the episode I did with Ed Coaches a couple Fridays ago, because it's so different than just seeing us sitting here at our tables, at our desks. And are we shooting at the podcast room at all this week, Sassy Sarah?
I haven't scheduled it.
See, folks, I gotta do everything. See how these lazy folks are that I got? Sarah don't get the room, Donnie don't get the merch. I think I should fire both of them. What do y'all say? Let's have a poll. Should we fire Sassy Sarah and Donnie Lowe? I vote yes ×2. Look at that face. Look at that face, Sarah.
He's cool.
Well, look at the time. We gotta go.
Yeah.
Until we meet again. Thanks for tuning in, and tune in tomorrow for Sassy Sarah's tax tips. I mean, who doesn't want to know about child labor laws and how we can avoid taxation on child labor laws? Right, Sarah? All right, take care, everybody. Now I gotta find the button.
Ciao.
Hang on a second. Eventually, I'll know where this is at.
You'll find
Take
it.
care.